Let's get right into it.
Yes! Clock it!
We can text anyone we want around the world. We have unlimited ways to communicate. We can meet thousands of people with a single swipe, but somehow we feel more disconnected than ever. How did we even allow this to happen? Because we did this. No one else. We did this. We as a society and as people. So, what happened? I don't think there's just one reason to this. I think it's just a constellation of everything we started doing and started implementing into our lives. It's just this and this and this. Like it's all of the little things put together, and it just poof. Like we don't even know when it happened because it happened so gradually. We didn't even realize. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I've been studying. I've been listening to multiple people talk about this and read about this, getting a little bit into the psychological part of it. The only thing that I want you to do is take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is what I've seen along the years and what I've personally experienced based off multiple interactions with people that I've had along the years and what I've been listening to and what I've been documenting about. For you, it might have been different, but that's why I'm here to talk about it, because I'm open to hear about your experiences. Anything I say on here, you can either agree or disagree. Either way, I'm fine with it. But what I want you to do is go into the comment section and say what you agreed and disagreed on. I always want to learn more about people's experiences and kind of create a conversation about it. So I'm open to hearing about more stories. It's all an open conversation over here. So the first idea that I really want to focus on is that we stopped meeting people just for the fun of it. We stopped talking to strangers. We stopped interacting with people all around the city. No one is interacting with anyone anymore. I'm in the world, I'm at a restaurant, I'm anywhere where I see other people around me. People stay so much on their phones. And for me personally, I just feel disrespected when I go out with someone and they're just like over here texting. I'm trying to connect with you and have a full-on conversation, and you can't give me 1% of your attention. Like, bro, just stay inside and stay on your phone. What's the point of going outside just for the fun of it if you're not gonna be interacting with the people around you? We basically turned everything into situationships. What's that? Like, even this term of situationships, like, come on. I don't know. Why did we think that putting a label on human interaction was a good thing? When did we start doing it, and why did we start doing it? I feel like labeling, I don't like putting labels, okay? Putting labels on anything just puts pressure on it. Talking stage, situationship, what's that? You're just seeing each other. You're just seeing to see if something could work out with you. But what I see in most people nowadays is that they say they're in a situationship with someone and they already put a label on it, and they already think that that will grow into a relationship most of the time. Like, they already have that expectation because they already put a label on it. But the reality is that you don't know what's gonna happen. You have no idea, and that's the fun of it. Maybe you don't need to know. Why do you need to feel the control? You don't need to control everything in your life. You don't need that. If you would be able to control everything in your life would be so boring. Let's be for real. It would be so boring and predictable. And where's the fun in that? But after you put that pressure, you start having expectations from yourself and the person next to you. Maybe you're not even compatible. Or you think that you're gonna end up in a relationship with that person. You're not. You're probably not. Maybe you will. Maybe it will grow into something beautiful. But what if it doesn't? And that's not a bad thing. You not being compatible with a person is just a sign that it's not gonna work between the two of you. And there's no need for resentment between either one of you. You can just part ways, go different ways, and that is fine. You both accept that you weren't gonna be compatible for a relationship. Maybe you have different relationship values, and that is fine. You go and live your life. You don't need to then go to other people and say bad things about the person that you weren't compatible with. That's not what you're gonna do. There's no need for that. You can just part ways. Like adults, like grown adults. And accept that. And that's how I want to go into the second idea. We have too many options. We have access to too many options. Dating apps, Instagram, TikTok, social media. You see way too many people and you start comparing. You start swiping, you go on a dating app, you start swiping, and you look, oh, this person looks good. I like what they say about them. Swipe, match. And then you keep swiping. Why do you keep swiping? You already said that you like that person. But oh no, maybe there's a better person that I'm gonna find on the app. Why do you need to find a better option? You already have your first option. And that leads to decision sickness. You don't know what to choose anymore. You're confused. You don't know what to choose anymore. You have way too many options. You get so confused. You don't even know what to choose anymore. And you end up choosing neither or multiple. And how does that help? You just putting your energy into so many people. Energy that you could be pouring into you, into yourself, into your hobbies, into your work, into studying, into working on yourself. You're just taking that energy that is yours and giving it to that person and that person and that person. You're forgetting about yourself. Like, yeah, dating apps weren't created with bad intention. Dating apps were created for us to be able to have access, to be able to connect with multiple people. But more options don't always create better decisions. Keep searching and searching and searching, but you just get to know multiple people on a shallow level. You don't get to actually know someone more deeply. You think you know someone, but you don't, because you haven't gotten to that point of actually getting to know that person more deeply. And somehow this constant search of perfection, more often than not, prevents real connection. Nowadays, people don't have the actual courage to get to know people deeply. Love always required courage. It has always been like this. But somehow we have gotten so comfortable in our own bed, we don't even want to get out of it anymore. Like, we're just like, oh, it's so cozy, like, it's so good. I don't want to get out of the bubble. I don't want to get out from under the blanket. I just want to stay here. It's all warm and cozy. I don't want to get out. But the truth is that if you actually want to learn and get to experience real connection and real love, you need to get out from the bed. You need to get up from the bed, from using my bed over there, like it's my beautiful fluffy blanket. Is that this has also created a very black and white thinking. And I've seen this in multiple people that I've been talking to and friends. It's either, oh, I found the one, or no, they're not my person. What about the in-between? What about if you just leave space for interpretation and you actually get to learn something from that person? Maybe they're not the one, they don't need to be the one, But maybe they came into your life to teach you something. Maybe they were there to teach you how to love yourself. Maybe they came into your life to teach you how love should feel like. Maybe they came into your life to make you learn what people to trust. But either way, you get to learn something from that person. They don't need to be the one. They don't need to. You don't need to go marry that person next day. You can both get something from it. You can both learn from each other. But going back to the core idea, that takes courage. That takes going out of your comfort zone. To be able to understand that not everyone that you meet needs to be the one, and that maybe you can learn from that person. Embrace the awkward conversations. Embrace the weirdness of the first date. Embrace those moments where you don't understand each other and you need to translate everything that you're saying because they won't get your jokes. That happens. That's fine. Like we just need to start going out of our comfort zones and embrace those little weird moments. The fourth and last idea is, I think that it's, in my opinion, is the one that has created the biggest confusion, is that people started confusing sex with real intimacy. And how I would describe this is that people think that just because they got in your bed, that they know you, which is not the case. And people started taking off their clothes and getting to know each other naked before taking their emotional coat off and seeing the true emotional self. Like you don't know that person that you just had intimacy with. You don't know them. You've only gotten to know their body. The real intimacy feels like connection spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Just because you got into that person's bed, it doesn't mean that you know them. Intimacy isn't being seen without clothes. Intimacy is being seen without masks. Without emotional masks. Without you masking your personality. It's getting to know the real person. Who they are when no one is watching. Who they are when they are home alone. How they act in stressful situations. How they act when they're happy. Those little things that they do that makes them themselves. That's knowing to know a person, not knowing them naked. Deep connections come from being truly understood, not just being desired. Problem is that most people have very lustful thinking, which is, in my opinion, not great. Not great at all. You can go and have with so many people, but then you go home and you realize none of those people actually know you. And it's all like at a very shallow level. It all stays here. It doesn't go further. It all, like, here's the line. It does not cross it. I feel like we broke the dating scene. We can also fix it. It all comes, like, the change comes from everyone. And I don't want to hear any one of you saying, oh, just because I changed doesn't mean that everyone else is gonna change around me and I'm not gonna make a difference. Because yes, you will. Maybe we just need to have a little bit more courage, be a little bit more vulnerable, be more understanding, and work on ourselves first before getting into a relationship. And the last thing that I want you to remember from this is that the opposite of loneliness isn't being surrounded by people. It's being truly known by someone and having the courage to get to know them too. Oh my god, my tattoo, went to laser tattoo removal and now it's so itchy. I'm sorry. Okay.